Hey everyone, welcome back to Anna's Alcove. Today I have a back to school advice video. So this is for middle schoolers, high schoolers, college age people, pretty much everyone who's going back to school. So I just have a couple tips written down and I'm going to tell them to you guys to help you guys survive school because school is hard a lot of the time. So my very first tip is how to make friends. So a really good way to make friends is to join clubs and sports, and if you're already in those, you can go up and talk to people maybe that you haven't talked to before because you at least have one thing in common, obviously the club or the sport. But that's a good way to make friends because they're already in your club and sport and you already kind of know a little bit about them probably, and so it's really easy to get to know them that way. Another way though is in class. I've made a ton of my friends just by people who are sitting next to me in desks around me and stuff like that. But I think that's a really great way to make friends just because you're sitting next to them for pretty much the whole first try or even maybe a semester. Whatever you do, you're sitting by them for a while, and so getting to know them and becoming friends with them can be awesome. So my next tip is to try and be early during the first week of school just so you can make a good impression on your teachers and stuff like that. So try and get a map. That thing really helped me. I color coded all like the path I was gonna take and everything when I first went into high school. I actually did not use it at all, but I also think if you are going into a really big school, it can be really helpful to use a map, but using that kind of planning on how you're gonna get places and stuff like that, that'll help you be early. And one thing is you shouldn't worry about that too much though, because I know a lot of the first week is trying to figure out where things are and teachers understand that. So if you are late, don't fret, that's okay too. Another thing that I learned in high school is to ask for help. Seriously, asking for help is so important. I learned that this past year because I was struggling a little bit in math and I went after school a couple days and it helped me so much. I just wasn't really understanding the concepts and I needed some one-on-one time, and I stayed after school for a couple days and it was awesome. So make sure you do that, and you can either ask for help in class by raising your hand, you can say after class, or you can say after school like I did. It just kind of depends on your schedule and how confident you are. I'm pretty shy, so I don't really like asking questions in front of the entire class, but if that's you, go right ahead. So the next tip is be organized. This is something I really stress just because it's so important to be organized and to know where everything is, know what homework you have to get done, know how much time you have to get everything done, and just to kind of not put it off. So you want to be really productive, and I actually have a whole video on organization skills and how to be productive, and I'll probably make another one when school starts sometime. But using a planner, I showed one in my last haul for back to school, that is really helpful. A planner really helps me just because I'm able to write down everything I have, I can see it visually, and I know what I need to get done. Another thing that I think is really important in high school and middle school and college is to be yourself. This is one of the best things that you can do if you're trying to make new friends, just because you should not try and change yourself to become friends with someone else or to try and fit in. You should stand out and be your proud self just because it's awesome to be yourself, and you don't want to be trying to act like someone that you're not. So make sure you're just being yourself. And another thing to go with that is go into the first week of school being confident. Act like you're confident, hold your head high and all that kind of stuff. Even if you're scared and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get lost. Be confident, act confident, because you got this. And then another tip is pack everything the night before. If you have a school lunch, if you have to pack your backpack, if you have to pack stuff for sports, for clubs, pack it all the night before. I've really learned this because for multiple years, I tried to pack in the morning and I just always ended up forgetting something. So when you take it out of your backpack, you do your homework, put it right back, then because it's easier in the morning and it makes it just a whole lot easier for you and to make sure that you don't forget anything. So that's one thing I really stress. So some more advice that I have for you guys is make sure you do your homework. This is super important because a lot of people think, oh, homework is such a small percentage, none of it's going to matter, I don't need to do it. But first of all, if you end up doing none of your homework, it's really going to add up. If you maybe skip one or two, it's not going to be a big deal. But still, if you're not doing your homework, you're missing out on the chance to actually try everything that you've been learning in class and put it to actual use. So my next point is to make sure that you have a spot for your homework. I used to do my homework just sitting in the living room and sitting at the kitchen table, which was really distracting because my family was just all there and it was really loud. So last year I actually started using my actual desk in my room to do it, and that is so useful because there's no distractions up there, it's quiet, it's organized, and it's just better for you to focus there. And also, I really like making my desk look really cute and all that kind of stuff so that you actually kind of enjoy doing your homework. Maybe not exactly the homework part, but you actually like going to your desk and it's your little spot and stuff like that. Another thing that's really important during the school year is to take you time. So whether this is just reading a book for fun while you're in school, maybe taking a bath every once in a while, maybe lighting a candle, doing like a spa day with friends, going out to Starbucks with some friends, just a bunch of things you need to do. Just because if you just kind of are going and never take any time for yourself, it's going to be really hard for you to stay focused in school and to actually continue all the way through, because sometime you're going to get tired and you're going to want to do some stuff for you, and that's okay. So make sure you take some of that time because that's really important. Another thing is, for me, I don't start school for another week or two, so I like to start getting ready for school kind of early, and what I mean is my bedtime. So usually during the school year I'll go to bed at 9:30 or 10, so I like to start going to bed at that time or earlier than I usually go to bed, just so that you get ready for the school year and you get a lot of good sleep, because I know people right now are still going to bed at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and if you just transfer to that right away, you're going to be really tired on the first day of school. One other thing is try to take really good notes. So have an organizational system for notes. Your notes are really what you study off of, especially in high school. I know I pretty much only look at my notes. So if you are not good at note taking, maybe I could make a video on that, or there are a ton of other videos out on YouTube about how to take good notes. So make sure you're taking good notes. And another thing I like to do is highlight them and make them look all pretty, because then it's easier to look at them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some good advice for school, and if you guys want me to do more videos like this in the future, make sure you let me know down in the comments. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye.